you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new backdrop. I've been working on this for a little while, so welcome to our travel, spacey, galactic kind of background. I love it. I have had this vision in my mind since we moved back that this office was going to obviously be an office, but when I get to film with you guys on occasion, I am going to film in front of this backdrop, and it's really cool as I can change that. It's not sponsored, but I have one of those galaxy lamps and I can change like 5 or 6 different modes, and it's kind of cool. This is my favorite mode, and because Nelson and I love to travel, if you don't know, we have our own travel channel, so I'll put the link right here, and of course I'll have it right in the description bar so you can go and click on it because we have a few new videos coming up. But I also have like a globe and a plane. Of course I have my Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry Scentsy warmer. I don't have many Scentsy's, but when it comes to Harry Potter, your girl is a fan. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of all of this. It's kind of fun, and I've had this, like I said, a vision in my mind for so long to try to do this room slightly different and have a different backdrop, something interesting. We were here today to find out what my top picks for wedding fragrances will be, and I will mostly be targeting females, but there's a fragrance here that I know could be for both, but I've also decided to do a bit of a twist. We're gonna do wedding fragrances that I picked from my collection. It's not a huge collection compared to so many, but it is a fairly large collection in my opinion, and my friends and my husband's. So basically, I'm going to share with you guys a winter, a spring, a summer, and a fall fragrance that I have chosen. And a lot of the reasons why I've chosen these, they're some of my absolute favorites. They have longevity. You want to be able to spray it once on your wedding day, as you're getting ready, before you're walking out, and you want to make sure that that sucker stays all day, because the last thing you want to do is have a bridesmaid or somebody or your own purse and have to spray it every couple hours. There are lots of fragrances in my collection I could have picked today, but the longevity is just not there. So with that said, let's just dive into this. Before we get started, I have nothing on my nails. It's just resting. And on my lips, I actually have an oldie and a newie. I have an oldie but goodie. This is number 620 from the collection exclusive Julianne's Nude. So that's this color here. This is what I have all over my lips, and on top is something new. So they're both celebrity, I guess. This is from Gwen Stefani's Give collection. This is in the color Dolled Up. It's a beautiful pink. It's like a milky pink color. That's what I have on top of my lips. And now let's get on to the fragrances. It wouldn't be a video of me discussing some of my favorite fragrances without this first perfume. And I'm going to say this is probably the only fragrance I have here to share with you where I'd say it would be really cute if you and your partner actually walk down the aisle together wearing this, because it is a fragrance for everybody. In my opinion, everybody can wear it, and I lean more like I love the sweet feminine fragrances, but I also love a good masculine fragrance. This one is right down the middle. And of course, if you're new to this channel, welcome. I love Endy by Nishan A. If you're not new to this channel, you guys know that this was likely going to make this list. Endy by Nishan A is an absolute stunner fragrance. Nishan A is a brand. I have actually 2 fragrances out of the 4 to talk to you guys about that I have in my collection that fit in this whole wedding fragrance lineup. This is my pick for the winter wedding. Not only is this comforting, it lasts so long, and this is my top fragrance from my entire collection. Now, it doesn't look like I have had a lot. Now, I don't wear this unless it's cold out and I need one spray, and that's what I mean. Like, I appreciate these are niche. They're a little bit more expensive. One spray and this bottle will last you a long time. And like I said before, once I get about halfway, I'm going online and getting 100 ml. This is a 50 ml size here. And now we're going to go over to Fragrantica, and I'm going to read to you guys the main accords and then the top, mid, and base notes. Main accords for Nishan A's Endy read: warm, spicy, vanilla, woody, powdery, citrus, amber, aromatic, soft, spicy, balsamic, and fruity. Top notes are ginger, bergamot, pink pepper, and green notes. Mid notes are cardamom, black currant, Turkish rose. Base notes are vanilla, benzoin, sandalwood, cedar, ambergris, patchouli, and musk. You guys, there's a reason why this is one of my favorites. It's longevity. It's non-linear, which means it does it's complex, and it does change onto my body chemistry. So it starts off with a blast of ginger, and then with about 15 or 20 minutes or so, it goes to the cardamom, the warm cardamom spice, and then it finishes off with the most rich vanilla. I love it. If you like a boozy fragrance, even though there's no booze in this, I would say this would definitely be something to try, sample, that kind of thing. This is so good, you guys. I'm not going to ramble on too much about this one. You guys know how much I love this, but Endy by Nishan A is my absolute number one fragrance in general, but my pick for a winter wedding for both you and your partner. All right, so our next fragrance, I actually put it in the spring category because I do have a fragrance. If I knew about that fragrance sooner, I would have probably worn the other one, the next one we're going to talk about, the summer fragrance, to my wedding. But this, fun fact, was my wedding fragrance. So I got married August 11th, 2020. So the day that this goes up is exactly 3 years, our 3-year anniversary. So it's none other than Lancome's Vie Bell. Now I know it gets a bad rap now because everyone's like, oh, it's so boring and blah, blah, blah. The reason why I bought this, like I remember smelling this before we moved to Nova Scotia. And as we crossed the border into the United States, because we decided to do a road trip through the United States to get to Nova Scotia from West Coast to East Coast, well, that was a great road trip. We actually purchased some things at the duty free, and this is my duty free purchase because I said to my husband, my God, the sample I had lasts forever. I am going to get this, and I'm gonna wear this on our wedding day, knowing that we were a year out before we were getting married. This has been it's not a perfume I wear often. As you can see, I only wear it for our wedding, like anniversary now, and I just need one spritz. Again, it is a strong scent, and it's gorgeous. And yes, maybe a lot of people wear it, but this is a fragrance that's not niche, and it's not going to kill the bank, and you can get smaller sample sizes of this as well, and you don't need a lot, and it's very pretty, and I just love it. So let's go check out the main accords. Main accords for Vie Bell are sweet, vanilla, fruity, patchouli, woody, powdery, white floral, earthy, iris, and warm spicy. Top notes read black currant and pear. Mid notes are iris, jasmine, orange blossom. Base notes are praline, vanilla, patchouli, and tonka bean. You guys, this is just a beautiful, sweet fragrance. Like I get the pralines, the tonka bean, which is like a really rich type of vanilla kind of scent. But I also get the light florals. I'm not a floral person. I don't enjoy a ton of floral. So for me to say this is a great fragrance when it has a lot of floral in the mid notes, the base notes are what kind of sit with me. My body eats up fragrance very quickly. My body temperature runs quite warm, generally speaking. So the base notes are normally what settles onto my skin, and hence why they're called base notes. They're the strongest, more concentrated notes towards the bottom, which is what's more going to last you longer. This is a small bottle. I will wear this every year on our anniversary. And again, today's video is popping up on Friday, August 11th, which is our 3rd anniversary. So happy anniversary, Nelson. Anyway, I love this, you guys. It's beast mode. Again, 1 to 2 sprays. You're good for the whole day. And that's, again, one of the big priorities I needed to have in a fragrance. I was outside in the middle of summer along the ocean. I wanted something to stand out, and this was it. All right, next up is my summer pick for wedding fragrance. Like I mentioned, I did wear Vie Bell on our wedding day, which was in the summer, but that was before I found out about this next fragrance. And that, again, is from Nishan A, but it's 100 Silent Ways. Love this one, you guys. It is fabulous. I will say that this particular one, the little ring around the cap does not want to stay. So it does kind of jingle around a bit, but I love this fragrance. And I've had it less time than Endy, and I'm definitely, I actually am wearing it right now because it's summery, it's fruity and just beautiful, and man, does she last. No different than Endy. This lasts like crazy. So let's go check out the main accords. Main accords read white floral, vanilla, powdery, woody, tuberose, fruity, sweet, iris, animalic, and citrus. Top notes are tuberose, peach, mandarin orange. Mid notes read gardenia, jasmine, and orris. Base notes are vanilla, sandalwood, and vetiver. This is a fruit salad in a bowl, and I forgot to put this in my fruit salad, like my fruity explosion video that I had, because I have this tucked away with my other Nishan A fragrance, which you already know is Endy, and that's kind of like away from the summer fragrances. I was kind of keeping the bottles together. That was my mentality. and I totally skipped out on it. So I would have put that in there as well. This is a beautiful fruity explosion. Oh, and I would absolutely have worn this on our wedding day. It's just a perfect amount of slight floral, lots of fruit, lots of warmth. Again, my body warms everything up and it's gorgeous. And the longevity of this is unreal. Like Nishan A is all extrait de perfume, at least this one here, which is 100 Silent Ways, and same with Endy. So they're both extrait de perfume, which is the most amount of oils and strongest like concoction of oils that you can get on the market. So Nishan A's 100 Silent Ways, this is the perfect summer wedding fragrance. Lastly, we have my fall fragrance selection for a wedding fragrance. Again, this one is beast mode. You literally need like one spray, but you could do two and it'll last you. You'll probably smell it in your hair or wherever you're spraying it for days and days and days. It's none other than MFK's Gentle Fluidity Gold. Now, I just have the small 30 ml. This is a very pricey fragrance. Out of all three of these fragrances, this is the most expensive, but man, does it smell good. Oh, if I was gonna have a fall wedding, this is what I would wear because there's just a little bit of hint of like the woodiness to it, but there's a lot of vanilla, a lot of sweet. There is a Gentle Fluidity Gold, which is this one, and they also have a silver. The gold was definitely my favorite. It's definitely warmer, more vanilla, that kind of thing. So let's go check out the main accords on Fragrantica. Main accords for Gentle Fluidity Gold are vanilla, powdery, amber, woody, fresh spicy, aromatic, musky, sweet, and soft spicy. Fragrance notes read vanilla, amber, musk, woodsy notes, juniper berries, nutmeg, and coriander. This is fabulous. I absolutely adore this. I paid full price for it. It's really hard to find in the gray market for a partial, like a, you know, like a maybe even 20% off. It's really hard to find. Oh, I bought this when I was still in Halifax at Be Gorgeous Beauty. I love that store, you guys. If you're in Nova Scotia, you got to check it out. Anyway, this is so good. Like I said, it's a great balance of, I get the vanilla at the end, but there's a woodsy note that I kind of read towards like the end of fall. And, you know, the leaves are changing, the smell in the air, people are burning outside, but in a good way. There's no smoke in here, but there's a woodsy note. Then there's a really wonderful vanilla at the end, but there's also beautiful like nutmegs and coriander, which is scent notes that I absolutely adore in like winter fragrances, fall fragrances, that kind of thing. So I would highly recommend this one here for the fall. All right, you guys, that was my video. And again, thank you very much. I appreciate any comments you guys have down below, letting me know what you think about the backdrop. It's kind of fun. Like I said, this is the setting I have it at right now, but there's about, I don't know, 5 or 6 different settings that I can choose from, but this is my most fun and whimsical, I guess, if you will, very spacey. But yeah, this is our office, and this is where I work from home a couple days a week. But I also want to, come fall and winter, really dive into making videos in front of the camera here with this backdrop. I'll still occasionally, while the sun is still good, be outside. Right now it's just a ring light, so it does show a little bit differently than I normally would have with the natural light. Again, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.